Hi everyone, I'm Farmer Jolly and welcome back to our survival series on Riverbend Springs. Now we are in May, we are just taking the fence, I believe, yes the fence, over to the sawmill to collect some more wood to take to the grain elevator. Now off screen we did finish the cultivating contract that we started in the last episode. We also took out and delivered a deadwood contract. We've not collected the money, we do need to do that, but we progressed time obviously because we're now in May, and the step we were on with the roof plates for the grain elevator museum had finished, but it had everything it needed for the next step except for 1,000 litres of, I think it was planks, and we had no wood, so we quickly did a deadwood contract and delivered, I think it was about 18,000 litres, and then that's had all night to start turning the logs into the planks and everything, so it's about time to sell that. But I just wanted to apologise for an issue that happened in Oakbridge Farm. Now, someone commented, I'm afraid I can't remember, I think two people commented, and I unfortunately can't remember the names, but what they were saying is the episode ended really suddenly, and I was in a bit of a rush to get everything done because I wanted to make sure the video was out for you all. But I watched the uploaded copy. Now I watch the episode through before I render the video, and on that everything was okay. But when you watch it on YouTube, it cut the last 2 minutes of the video out, and I don't really know why. Luckily, there wasn't much that was missed. All that happened is we were just driving over to the sell point and we sold the silage that we had. But I do apologise, the video just suddenly stopped because that's not actually what was meant to happen, which is a bit strange, and I'm not really sure what happened there. So I can only apologise, but hopefully we won't have this issue or that issue again. So let's just try and get everything loaded as neatly as we can. Why will you not elect? There we go. So let's straighten ourselves up. I think this is actually quite a good track to do. I think it's a bit smaller. So, oh, okay. And that's the problem with loading straight onto this. We've just got to be a bit careful. Oh, is that everything? I think it is. That actually worked a lot better than I thought. Perfect. So I believe the prefab walls aren't going to be able to go to the same sell point. We will deliver the wood chips first, and then it's pretty much how we start every episode. We'll deliver the wood chips, most of the wood to the grain elevator, and then the prefab walls to probably the farmer's market is my guess, which just seems to be quite a common way to start the episode at the moment. Now I have also tweaked some graphic settings to try and just make the game look a little bit nicer. It looked good anyway, in my opinion, but I just thought we'd have a bit of a play around, so hopefully you can see a bit of an improvement. I have also changed my field of view when we are sat in the tractor, so that we're not sat over the steering wheel. We can actually see a bit more, which I I prefer quite a lot more. It's something I should have done a lot earlier. But we've done it now, and I think it's a lot nicer. So, let's race over to the sell points. I'm not sure how much we're going to make. Actually, before we sell those, let's jump into here and collect both the contracts. We've got 4,000 something from that and 1,500 from that. So we are over £52,500. I think the other field that we wanted to buy in the block of 3 that are next to our main farm was over 100,000. So we'll have to see whether we can get another field or whether we need to get some different equipment. But that's something we can have a look. But it would be nice to get something to expand the farm in this episode. But the grain elevator is progressing really nicely, which is amazing. So then we need to actually, we're going to go to the grain elevator first, just because I don't want to sell. I don't know where the train is. There. That was close. That was really close. We nearly got hit by the train. That could have gone horribly wrong. I'm surprised I managed to reverse that quick. I think we'd have been okay we were, but I didn't want to run the risk. So it shouldn't sell the wood chips here, but I'm just concerned that it might sell the wood, everything else. There we go. So we got nearly 17 grand from that, including the environmental score. So let's spin round, sell the 4 pallets of wood chips, and then figure out what we're going to sell the prefab walls. We have also got, I think it was about maybe £25,000 worth of lettuce that we can sell. So we'll get all this sold, head back to the main farm, and have a look at what we are going to do to expand the farm. So I will see you in a bit. Right, so we just got back to the farm and had a look. Now, I think the best thing for us to do is to purchase field 5, which is this one here. Just not crash the tractor. This field here, because then we will own farmland 1, 3, 4, and 5. Now, farmland 5 costs about just over £102,000. So if we sell the lettuce, I think it was the cement bricks and cement bags and roof tiles, we should have enough. Now, I was trying to have a look and see what we could plant. So we've got oats in field 3, wheat in field 4. Now, the only things I think we could plant and harvest would be the sorghum and the soybeans, because if we have a quick look at our header, which is this one here, that's the symbol. We could do rice potentially. Can we still plant rice? We can, but it depends what our seeder can do, which I've just thought. So let's find our seeder. I can't remember what seeder we actually have. This one. So we can do rice. Long grain. Oh, we can't plant. It's long grain rice and we can't plant it. Ah, that's going to be a problem, because it's not that rice. And I think sorghum and soybeans need a planter, and the cheapest planter that we've got, we could get this. It's only 2,000. It would take us a bit of time, but we might have to. We'll see how much money we've got once we've sold everything and bought that field. We are definitely buying field today. So we've got all the lettuce and the cement products loaded up. We're going to head over to the restaurant. I think it was the restaurant. It's probably better to double check that quickly. Yep, restaurant. And then everything else is going to the grain elevator museum again. So we'll fly over there as fast as we can. Oh, and it's raining. So yeah, we'll go as fast as we can, get there, sell everything. And if we can't afford the planter, then I think we'll plant grass for now, because we've still got our grass equipment. But it would be nice to be able to actually plant a combinable crop. So we'll see. So let's get all of this sold, and hopefully we should have enough to buy the field. Welcome back. So we are just about to pull into the farm. It's just around this corner. I thought we were closer than we were. But we have enough money to buy that field, which is amazing. So it is absolutely hammering it down with rain. But before we can plant in the field, we need to do a soil check. So let's drop the trailer off there. I think it's just in here, so we'll turn the tractor camera around, and it should be, oh no, that's the cedar. I think it's, there we go, right at the bottom, right at the back. So let's grab this. Let's pull out of the shed. Get unfolded so we are ready to go. But we are now going to have to let the game save. And we are going to buy this farmland. So we now own all 3 fields. So we've gone from having 1 field and no farmland to a big farmland and 3 fields, which is absolutely amazing. So we'll get this field tested quickly. It looks like it's had lime put down on the field. We'll get this tested and the samples sent away. We will have to do field 4 as soon as we can, but I don't want to drive over the crop yet, so that will have to be done once we've harvested the wheat. We've obviously got a little bit from doing this field and the field 3, but not enough. We need the whole field done. So I think we've probably got 2 more samples to take. We'll send that off, and we are going to get a planter in this episode as well, but not the planter that I showed. We're going to go for a bigger one, which does cost more. We can't afford to buy it, but we will put it on finance, because I think that's going to be our best bet. So all the samples are now taken, so let's send those to the lab, and fold this up. That only cost us £900. The soil sample should already be back, which it is. So it looks like we are going to have loamy sand at the bottom of this field. We can sort of see its score. We're going to have a bit of loam at the top. Definitely big portion of sandy loam and another big portion of silty clay. But we'll have to do the test just so that we know for definite. Now we will need to buy some seed because we don't have any. I'm going to put this back in a different place as well, just make it a bit easier. Because we do have a lot to do to get this field ready, so we can just disconnect that there. So there isn't a planter in the sale, so what we're going to go for is planter, and we're going to go for this one here, the Falcon 3 seeder. We'll leave everything the same, but it needs 100 horsepower, which I believe our tractors are capable of. Yeah, that's got 117, so that can definitely run it. The Fendt has 95, so the Fendt might struggle, and the Landini will struggle. So we're going to have to use the Zeta tractor, which is fine, and we're going to put it on finance. So, oh, wrong button. So I think we normally go for the 2-year mark, but I think we're going to go for the 1-year mark, because that's, I think, going to just help us a bit. So let's do that. There we go. So we have that. And actually, how many seed bags can this hold? Just over 1. So we're just going to buy the 1 seed bag for now. We'll leave this here. Get into this tractor. And head over to the store. And we'll get... Well, actually, we'll have a quick look as to whether we should do the sorghum or the soybeans, I think, were the 2 options. So we'll have a look at which pays more per 1,000 litres. We will put the tram lines in. The sprayer we've got is a 21-metre sprayer. So actually, we'll do that. We'll get across the road, we'll get onto the farm, and we'll get that set up. So that's then done. So let's go on here. Tram lines. 21. What's automatic look like? I think yeah, we'll keep it on automatic. So we'll okay that, and let's have a quick look. So what we can plant is sorghum and soybeans. So sorghum at the max price is 522 per 1,000 litres, and the soybeans is 1,195. So we are definitely going to be doing soybeans. So that answers that question. So I'm going to race over to the store, grab the seeder, the planter even, and then we'll head back and we'll make a start planting some soybeans. So we'll see you back at the field. Right, we are planting, which is a first. We've never planted on this series. Now, I'm quite glad we only bought one bag because it actually takes 200 litres of seeds and 1200 litres of solid fertiliser. So we filled it up with both and we are underway. But we have also taken out 3 contracts, 2 mowing contracts and a wood transport, just because I don't think we're going to have enough money at the end of this month to pay for all of the financed equipment without doing any more contracts. So by doing these 3 contracts, we should get hopefully close to 10,000 to end the month. And I played the wrong way. That should hopefully give us enough, but they are going to be something that I do off screen at the end of this episode. But for now, we need to get this field planted and rolled so that it's ready to give us a good yield. So let's get this field done. Right, well, we are progressing really well with this field. This tractor and planter are really nice. They look really good together. But I don't want this episode to be getting too long, so I'm going to carry on with this off screen, and we'll get the field rolled as well as soon as it's all planted, and we'll get those 3 contracts done. I'm not sure why it says we've done 1% for field 35, because we've been nowhere near field 35. But we'll get all those done off screen and just tidy up this field, because there's little bits that are getting missed. So we'll do all that off screen, but as always, thank you very much for watching the episode. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, it would mean a lot if you could hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed already. And just a massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. It really means a lot to me. And hopefully we'll see you back here for the next episode. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.